Hey, what's happening today? It's Pyros and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and opinion on the whole controversy. I'm calling it a controversy at this point because yes, technically the term controversy has been used to death, but at this point I feel like Death Stranding has not only exposed a lot of bias and hypocrisy within the gaming community, it also has proven a point that certain games get treated differently based on who actually makes the game. Now, one of the common themes for Death Stranding, like the story is obviously subjective, it depends on who you ask, but one of the common themes that Death Stranding has received based on the reviews that we've seen so far is that it takes 10 hours to actually start getting fun, it's very slow paced, very boring, and the inventory management is very tedious. Now, if you take Death Stranding away, and you put any other game within that scope of judgment and reviews, the Metacritic for this game would look abysmal. There is no denying it that a game that is not fun will not do well, because I'm pretty confident that 90% of the people who play games for it to be fun. But this is the first time we've seen a game evade this criticism and in fact ends up being a positive for the game, which ends up pushing the Metacritic higher for it. Now, I've seen a lot of people discuss the term fun for games as well, which is very interesting because we are making up rules and we're changing the meaning of certain words just to make sure that Death Stranding, a game made by Hideo Kojima, which is obviously a legendary icon within the gaming community, we're making up new definitions to try and make sure that Death Stranding doesn't end up being killed, which it should have been killed by Metacritics. There's people out there trying to justify that a game doesn't have to be fun to be good. And I'm thinking about this because this came out of someone's mouth and it's being propagandized all across the gaming community. And I'm thinking to myself, when's the last time I've actually bought a game for it to not be fun? Any game that hasn't been fun, I've either returned it, I've either deleted it from my inventory, or I've given it a bad review. I've never had a game that isn't fun, and I still think it's a good game. Now, in terms of subjective stuff, like I can say, yes, this game isn't fun for me, but it could be fun for other people. For example, I don't play FIFA. I don't think FIFA is particularly fun for me, so I don't play it. But FIFA is a very popular game. Mostly very popular in Europe, I believe, but you know, I think you Americans also enjoy FIFA, but for the most part, it's very popular over here in Europe, so it's fun to someone. But you have people out there, right? So you get the idea, right? People who don't find games fun most likely will not play it, and those who find it fun will play it. But you have people out here saying that the game doesn't have to be fun to be enjoyed, and I'm like, what the hell? And even, here's the funny part is that they're trying to call this game an art, and this term justifies it not being fun. And I'm still thinking to myself, like, that doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. Yeah, sure, a game can be fun, but a game can be an art, but at the same time, like, if it's not fun, it shouldn't be receiving such a high reviews. I mean, like, go back to any reviews of any game, and you will find that one of the negative points is that the game is not fun. If a game is also boring, it will be dropped. I'm pretty confident that we have a term for games that aren't fun. Oh yeah, trash. But of course, I'm not gonna call Death Stranding trash because, like I said, fun is subjective. But I don't like the idea of people trying to manipulate the term or try to add a new context for it just because it's a Hideo Kojima game. It's so interesting to me because I've never seen a game actually cause people to try and bend the rules to try and fit a certain agenda. And now here's another thing that I've learned, is that the story, for the most part, I've heard that the story is very interesting, it's very intriguing, it pulls you in, but most of the time you won't be able to understand what the hell is going on. Some people have, apparently from the reviews, but most people have found it difficult to actually understand what the story is all about, or to follow the story more or less. And I saw someone, I think, I can't remember where it is, but there's this discussion going around that if you're not smart enough to understand the story of Death Stranding, it's your fault. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, you know, to be fair, if the story is very deep, very what the fuck? Oh, I can't say the word anymore. Physiological, whatever. You get what I'm trying to say. I'm tired, but if it's not deep or immersive, whatever the case may be, I can understand maybe. I actually butchered that whole sentence. What I'm trying to say is, I'm not doing another take. What I'm trying to say is that the fact that people are trying to say that if you can't understand the story, you're not smart enough to. So, in that case, if people can't understand the story of Kingdom Hearts, are they stupid? Or is it the fault of the writer not making any sense? Do you know, there's a line that you have to draw here. And if a lot of people are saying that they find the story difficult to understand, I'm pretty sure it's not the person's intellect that's causing the issue here. It's bad writing. But yeah. But no, that's just a little thing I wanted to talk about as well. But I think the main focus here is just this idea of fun. People are trying to change the core definition of what constitute a game. We all play games for one simple reason: to pass time, as an escapism, obviously, for all the bullshit that's out there, and because it's fun. When's the last time you've played a game that's not fun? Do you know what I mean? We have games crucified for not being fun in the gaming community, but all of a sudden, because it's Death Stranding, oh no, this game doesn't actually have to be fun. It's an art. It's a way of, look, I don't know. It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous though, but yeah, no, I mean, Death Stranding is very interesting. I'm definitely gonna play it myself, but I'm gonna be waiting for the PC version, because I'm not gonna play it on PS4. I could, because I have a PS4, but I'm not going to. Like, the game looks amazing, so I need to see it in the most pinnacle of visual representation of the game. But then, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think people are actually wilding out and they're trying to... I think the people who are talking like this are from the cult of Kojima. Now, if you don't know what the cult of Kojima is, it's obviously the freaking diehard fans of Kojima who will defend this game to the deathbed. Like, they are not playing around, so... But no, this is the most decisive and polarizing game that we've ever seen. I don't know if it's intentional like this. I really don't know. Like, this could be Kojima's plan. But then again, the theme of the game is connection. Like, building connection, uniting, and understanding that we cannot achieve anything without each other's help. But outside in reality, this game is super divisive. It is causing people to go, either you're wrong for saying these things about the game, or you're right for saying these things about the game. But I don't know, just my thoughts and opinion on it. It looks interesting, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really am interested in playing this game. I understand this is an Amazon Prime simulator. Like, I completely understand that, but I want to see, would I miss out on something if I don't play it? Because I've said this in my previous video, that if you want to experience the story, just watch it on YouTube. But it's so divisive. Like, you know, people saying that it's boring, they can't bear it, and there's other people saying that if you can get past the 10 hours, 10 hours is a lot. Like, you can, like, there's never been a game in history where you have to play 10 hours before it gets fun. You need 2 hours. 2 hours is the bare maximum for a game to have before it starts getting fun. If it takes more than that and you're not in JRPG, come on, bro, you are just asking too much. Way too much. Way too much. I mean, let's say, I think, for example, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, that game took about 5 hours before it starts getting fun, and that is pushing it. That's pushing it. But because it's a 100-hour game, that's a good point. Because Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was a 100 hours game, I think 5 to 10 hours. No, I think it was 10 hours. For that game, it was 10 hours before it actually started getting fun, which makes sense because it's a 100-hour game. But this is a Kojima game, which is only about 30 to 40 hours, and you're asking me to play 10 hours of it before it starts getting fun. I mean, come on. And even then, people are saying that it's not even fun after 10 hours. I mean, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think that people are just being mindless fans? They're not really honestly critiquing this game exactly how it's supposed to be? Or maybe I'm the wrong. Maybe because I haven't played it, I shouldn't be talking, I should wait, but that's what the reviews are for. Reviews are for me to make my decisive decision on whether or not I want to buy the game. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. I'm Pyros, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.